Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Want to welcome everybody to Smart Solutions Intro to Snap Circuit. This session, we're actually going to start doing some more hands-on with the technology and do a deep dive into that. So, Kelly, if you'd like to go over the agenda with everybody.
Yes, so today, as Kim mentioned, we are going to be doing some interesting things in our session. We have a short introduction, a little icebreaker. We'll go over our objectives, go in depth into the activity, and then we'll have a shared reflection and closing together. So I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I am Kelly McNeil, a program coordinator here at Arizona State University. In the past, I ran an innovative project-based learning and design thinking makerspace, developing curriculum and projects for middle school and high school, focusing on cross-curricular applications of technology and computational thinking with real-world problems.
And I'm Kim Reynolds. I am a program manager here with the J. Orrin Edson Entrepreneurship and Innovation Institute at ASU. I've been with the team for about 4 years and have worked on all the programs from our original high school program through our different middle school programs. Prior to that, I spent about 10 years in the classroom as a career and technical education teacher in business and computers. And we are very excited to get you guys into jumping into Snap Circuits today. So I have a weird question. What is the strangest battery that you've ever seen? You can share that in chat or unmute yourself and shout it out.
Potato, yes. Seen the potato battery. Another potato. Oh, I have a question. Does anyone play video games? Has anyone ever heard of the video game Portal? Let's see if I have any water battery.
Yep. Well, and our example here is a lemon battery.
Love that game. Okay, so this is for Dr. Campbell. If you love Portal, there is, I made a potato talking GLaDOS, G-L-A-D-O-S. Oh, human battery from the movie Matrix. That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, the GLaDOS potato battery was hilarious. It was something I got off of ThinkGeek, and you plug all the bits into the potato, and it talked like GLaDOS.
So batteries are the foundation, or a power source. It's the foundation of electrical circuits. And that's really what we're going to jump into today with the Snap Circuit. So if you ever want to expand what you're doing with the students, take and look into some of those alternative battery sources, just not the human ones, and see if you can get your Snap Circuits to even run with alternative types of batteries. This is a fun activity with the kids. Hey, Kelly.
Okay, so for our session objectives today, we have a few things that we're going to go over. You are going to be doing this asynchronously, or I would like to say pseudo-asynchronously, and I'll explain that a little more in just a few moments. But you will be learning about the technology of the Snap Circuit specifically, and some best practices for implementing this in your classroom. You're going to explore the lessons that we have in the curriculum for Smart Solutions. We do have 4 Snap Circuits lessons. After you review the lessons, you will choose one of these activities to complete, and then you'll come back and share your thoughts and feedback. And we have a Flipgrid activity that we're going to go over. One thing I want to ask in chat, if you can pop in chat, and I should have done this as a poll, but I did not. But how many of you, can you just respond in chat, have your Snap Circuit kit with you now? Yes, yes, see, a lot of yeses. Excellent, fantastic. Great. If you don't have it, don't worry. I'm going to go over that as well. Okay, Tamara, that's totally fine. But I'm glad to see many of you do have it. Fantastic. So the overview of this activity, I'm going to go just give you a big bird's eye overview first of how this activity is going to play out. And then I'm going to show you a couple of detailed screens of what this will look like, because it is a little different in the past if you have attended past institutes. So what you'll be doing when we open the breakout rooms, you will be choosing your own breakout room. We're going to open up approximately 8 just random breakout rooms. If you have a friend in the Villa Labs program or a co-teacher or someone that's in your area, your district, or if you want to work with someone new and network and collaborate, this will be your opportunity to move and go around in the rooms. The RISE module that we have created is just like a module that your students will be using when they access the curriculum. So you'll get a preview of that course and what your students will actually experience. We designed this so that you can access it asynchronously. We understand some of you are busy right now and you may not be able to just stop everything you're doing and 100% listen to just a PowerPoint. So we've made this so that you can kind of go at your own pace. And if you're able to work with others and collaborate, that's great. You will complete the activity in approximately 30 minutes on your own or in your breakout room. And then you'll come back here and we will share our thoughts, questions, and ideas. So this screen right here actually shows you exactly what it looks like in the RISE module when you get to the activity. And I'm going to also share with you, we're going to drop the links as soon as we get ready to break out. However, if you get lost, just know that Shawnee and Kim and I will be in this main room to assist you at any time. Additionally, within the Eventry portal where you entered, those links are also available for you to the RISE if you happen to get lost on that. So in many of today's sessions, you will be learning about the Verizon Innovative Learning Lab courses, the curriculum and technologies through RISE modules and activities. These modules and activities have been carefully designed by our team to try and capture the essence of the courses in a fun and engaging way that also allows for real-time networking and collaboration for those of you who can attend today, but it also provides an asynchronous opportunity to experience the course information on your own time and later in the year as well. This is a new format for our Institute sessions, and we really appreciate your patience and feedback as we work to build the best possible learning environment to support you as teachers and your Verizon Innovative Learning Lab students to help them achieve exceptional outcomes in STEAM learning. You will encounter a lot of information today and tomorrow in the RISE modules, from videos to interactives to text and more. Please don't rush or feel anxious if you are unable to complete the entire module or activity. We do understand it's a lot of content to cover in a short amount of time. Again, the information will be available to you year-round, and you'll be able to go back and visit the modules anytime you would like. We do also ask that you please complete the survey linked in the module at the end of the session to provide us with valuable feedback to help improve the program for you and your students in the future. Additionally, we are offering prizes. We're going to be doing a prize drawing for everyone that submits the feedback. We have some excellent VR headsets and 360-degree camera kits to give away. So some really exciting technology for your classroom, and every survey. Go ahead.
I was going to say, actually, the technology is for you personally.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, it's really exciting technology. And so every survey that you complete throughout all of the sessions that you encounter today and tomorrow is an entry into that drawing. So, all right. Next thing I'd like to see in chat is how many of you have experienced Flipgrid or have used Flipgrid yourself or have used it in a classroom or have heard of it? See some yeses, yeses, yeses. Okay. Couple no's. Yes. All right. So at the end of this module, during your activity, you are going to build a circuit of your choosing. So I mentioned earlier that there are 4 Snap Circuits lessons. They are sort of scaffolded in that you have kind of basic going up in difficulty level. So you will choose whichever circuit you would like to build. And if you have a kit, you're going to make a short video introduction of yourself and your circuit. You're going to be able to access this Flipgrid through the provided link that is in the Rise, and you're going to add your response by clicking on the Add Response button. If you've used Flipgrid before, you understand this. Again, we're going to stay in the main room to provide any support or help. Now, if you don't have a Snap Circuits kit, I would still like for you to create an introduction video, and you're able to watch all the other videos as they are posted. You can comment on each other's videos and ask questions. The goal here is that we really like to create a community of collaboration and networking around good practices with the Snap Circuits in our classrooms. So before I hop into anything else, I'm going to show you, see if I can move this on top of the presentation. Does everyone see the Bill Labs Institute Smart Solutions Introduction to Snap Circuits? Where it says Start Course?
Yeah, you're good, Kelly.
Excellent. And Shawnee, would you mind dropping that link into the chat, please? Okay, so this is going to be your asynchronous, pseudo asynchronous, because if you are participating in your breakout room and you're talking with your collaborators and networkers, then of course it will be a synchronous module. This is what you're going to be going through. And again, as I mentioned earlier, there will be some text, there will be some videos. It's going to give you a preview. It's going to have a lot of information in here, but if you would just click through and interact with the interactives, learn the information. When you get to the very end, and here you see one of these, if you're familiar with Rise and you've seen what this looks like, and again, this is you saying what your students will interact with when they are going through their courses throughout the year. So this is a follow the steps, and these are where you're going to get to choose. So there are 4 different lessons. You can preview them, and the video here is actually going to show you how to build the circuit. So it's pretty quick and easy. When you click on this link, this is an optional link here. This is going to take you into the full student link. So the idea is not that you are actually going to complete this, but the idea is that it is here for you to look at. So you can actually see what the students will see. And this will be here for you later to look at as well. Finally, when you get to the very end, and you're just doing one, unless you really are ambitious and you run out of time and you don't run out of time and you do them quickly and you want to do more. This is where you're going to click on the Flipgrid, and it should take you into this Flipgrid. Now with Flipgrid, those of you that have used it before, you probably know better than I do of different types of pitfalls technology-wise you can encounter. I did have to add everyone's email domain to the whitelist in order for you to access this. There is a password as well, but everyone that is in here that registered with your email address, you should be able to add your response. But yeah, just give us an introduction. I made a little silly one myself. You can watch mine here. You can comment on each other's. And we're really looking forward to seeing all of those and seeing how you do with this. When you have finished everything, you will come back into this room and we're going to do a reflection together. So we're going to spend about 30 minutes in this activity for the Rise module and the Flipgrid. And then we'll come back together in this room and yeah, we'll hear your thoughts and your feedback. So does anyone have any questions? So I know there was a lot of information that I presented all at one time to you, but all right. Well, we look like we're good with the questions or no questions. So Shawnee, if you will go ahead and open up the breakout rooms. Welcome back, those of you that are coming back in or trickling back in.
This was my first time actually working in snap circuits, and it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to beginning with immersive media as we begin our journey in the Ville Lab. And I can't wait to work with my cohorts in Miami and, of course, all over the country. Thank you.
Come on, man.
So glad to see a few of you are wrapping up and adding your Flipgrid, because we will be doing a drawing out of everybody who completed a Flipgrid. So Kelly, we're going to give them to the end of today to get it done?
Yes, so you have until the end of today to submit your Flipgrid, and we will put all of the submitted Flipgrid names into a drawing for some Verizon Innovative Learning Lab swag, some really cool swag that you can win. So make sure you get your Flipgrids turned in by the end of today at some point. And check out your peers' Flipgrids too. You might learn something new or see something cool in there.
Hey, Kelly, we want to go ahead and start on the reflection for those that have come back in the room.
Yes.
Okay. So like any good learning activity, we want to reflect on what you've learned today. So you can either unmute yourself and share out loud, or you can write your answers in chat. First question is, what did you like most about the activity?
The snap sound. I love that. I do love the snap sound. It's very satisfying.
Time to play. Yes. Demystifying of electricity, seeing people from across the district. I saw up there earlier, it was fun. Hands-on experimenting and failing. Everybody can do it. Hands-on learning. Hands-on activities accessible by most or all students. Great, you guys are seeing exactly what we hoped when we built out these curriculums, is that this would be very easy for all levels of your students to do, and that they would really enjoy it in that hands-on learning. So great to see that we were successful with that. What did you find the most challenging about this activity? Understanding the function of the pieces at first. Are worksheets meant to be linked in the lesson? Kelly, you wanna?
So the lesson, if you were looking at the student lesson, that is from our new platform, and those worksheets, I do not believe are linked there in the that platform that you have seen them in. The worksheets typically are in Canvas, as far as I'm aware. So you won't actually see those worksheets in there. We made a switch from Edpuzzle and Wiser to doc and PDF worksheets. And so those actually get directly uploaded into Canvas. But the videos that you see that are in those lessons sort of outline everything visually with what the activity is going over.
So not seeing a whole lot on the challenging, that makes me feel a little bit better. What do you think your students will enjoy the most with this activity? Making short circuits. No, we don't want them to make short circuits. The sounds, creating something that performs a task, the fans, be able to be hands-on and making alarms and sensors, and they can see it working, creating their own circuits. They'll love the hands-on and the instant gratification. Good. It sounds like you guys are excited about this and you're excited about what your students are going to learn, and they're going to feed off of that. So, you know, take this excitement that you're showing right now, and your kids are just they're going to love this as much as you guys did. Thinking about the activity, what are some of the challenges that you think your students might have? Okay, so reading diagrams may be challenging. Not short-circuiting things.
I like the continue to fix the circuit if it doesn't work on the first try. This is a great learning opportunity in the classroom. In particular, I was speaking with another teacher, Mr. Will Page, I believe it was, who has worked with snap circuits before. And he had a great, Will, are you on here? Because I'd actually like you to talk about that. Oh, he stepped, here he comes.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Can you share with everyone how you kind of turn the learning opportunity into like the circuit not flowing properly? Because that's a very common thing that the students will do, especially with LEDs, when you have to be aware of the flow of the direction of the flow of electricity.
Yeah, so one of the biggest things with snap circuits is the kids will oftentimes they'll look at the image and they'll have the right piece. So they might have like a resistor, for example, that but they end up flipping it 180 degrees compared to where it's supposed to be. Because of electrical directionality, it won't actually, the circuit won't complete and it won't work. And so oftentimes it comes down to like you might spot it and you go, okay, well, that's what the problem is. And then it's really about prompting the student to say, okay, let's look at this a little bit more carefully. Do we have everything set up correctly? Don't forget about directionality of electricity. And then also, and I was mentioning this to Kelly a little while ago, is I posed the challenge to my students to actually find a way to actually figure out someday how to not have that be an issue, so that circuitry isn't dependent on one direction. It can be multi-directional, and that would be a revolutionary change within electronics in general. So that's it.
Thank you.
Did I get what you wanted there, Kelly?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I just love it when you guys share. I love hearing little anecdotes from inside the classroom and things that you actually experience. So that was fantastic. Also, I want to point out really quickly, because Ms. Rebecca Yapel actually pointed this out to me. The link that was initially at the bottom of the module for the feedback survey, the end of session feedback survey was taking you to the error at your school evaluation. That was probably me misclicking copy paste when I was linking. So you should be looking for the SS Intro to Snap Circuits course evaluation. That is one of the surveys. If you complete this by the end of this week, that we will be entering all of those surveys into a drawing for the VR headset or a 360 camera kit. So pretty valuable ed tech prizes for you, as Kim pointed out earlier. So please be sure to get those in.
And before we wrap up, were there any questions? And Shawnee did drop the link in the chat too for the feedback survey. So any questions? Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We really enjoyed this. Thank you for participating in the activity. We've already been reviewing the flip grids and very excited to see what you're sharing out. Don't forget to get your flip grid in by the end of today to be entered into a drawing for some Verizon Innovative Learning Lab swag. And don't forget to do your feedback survey so that you can be entered into the drawing for the VR headset and the 360 camera. And everybody have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. You're doing amazing work. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.